Modern equipment and devices use lots of semiconductor chips to enable their advanced functionality. There is not new or surprising to most people. Practically every device available has at least one semiconductor chip inside. Actually, the term semiconductor chip shortage has become embedded into pop culture vernacular. But then, almost all semiconductor companies reported disappointing Q2 earnings last week. If there was such a shortage of semiconductor chips, then why are chip companies having trouble meeting revenue and earnings targets? This video initiates our coverage of this very controversial and misunderstood subject. What does it mean for semiconductor companies? What does it mean for electronic products? What does it mean for consumers? What does it mean for the US economy? And what does it mean for the future of the United States? But before we get into all of that, please hit the like button and leave us a comment below. We would love to hear from you. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you are notified of future videos when they are released. Intel reported a massive revenue and earnings miss last week. They blamed macroeconomic conditions. Nvidia missed their revenue target by over $1 billion and their earnings target by 55%. AMD reported disappointing earnings as well. Micron reported negative free cash flow and warned of a challenging market ahead. The real problem is a lack of what are called commodity chips. In other words, there is a shortage of cheap semiconductor chips, but there is a surplus of expensive semiconductor chips. Cheap semiconductor chips are typically used in household appliances, cars, and other smaller items with minimal computational requirements. These cheap semiconductor chips cost anywhere from about 50 cents to about $5. Cheap semiconductor chips are manufactured using technologies and production facilities that are 20 to 25 years old. Cheap semiconductor chips are still an important part of every semiconductor company's business. But, as you might imagine, most semiconductor manufacturers make little profit on these older product lines. Many semiconductor companies would like their customers to move to more advanced technology and buy more expensive chips. This would enable them to shut down their older and less profitable manufacturing lines. The most advanced semiconductor chips cost hundreds of dollars each. AMD Ryzen 9 has a list price of $699. Intel Core i9 costs $549. The NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3070 Ti is priced at $700, for example. Marginal profitability of older lines is not the only problem with cheap semiconductor chips. Semiconductor chips that cost only a few dollars or even pennies can disrupt the manufacturing of a $50,000 car, for example. The worldwide automotive industry generated $2.86 trillion in revenue in 2021. Each and every car uses hundreds of chips these days. And that number will increase to over 1,500 as self-driving vehicles make their debut. That will increase dependence of the automotive industry on chip supply in the semiconductor industry. Home appliance manufacturers also suffer from the undersupply of cheap semiconductor chips. When carmakers told me previously that they were short of semiconductors, I thought, how come these guys couldn't understand the importance of chips, said C.C. Wei, chief executive of TSMC, at an event in China, reports New Kerala. But later, TSMC's own equipment suppliers suffered delivery problems and told me it is also due to component and chip shortages, continued Wei. Overall, the average price per semiconductor chip sold will snowball as more chips are designed into consumer products. Of course, that will increase prices of consumer devices, including cars and home appliances, Wei warned. The age of an efficient, globalized supply system has passed, said Wei. Costs are swiftly rising, including inflation. But what do you think? Please leave a comment below and hit the like button. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you are notified of upcoming videos when they are released. Please share this video on social media. Thank you for watching.